Hello viewers, Elements 118, and for the first time ever I am bringing you a World of Warships replay. Yes, this is not live action, and it's not even me driving the ship. It is in fact Stiggy Captain. He's got himself into World of Warships, and we're going to watch a battle he did in the Omaha, which is the Tier 5 American cruiser. I've only got up to Tier 4 in the American cruiser line, which is the Phoenix, so I don't know what the Omaha is like, but after watching this battle, I've already seen it before, it's not too different, to be honest. It's fast, it's manoeuvrable, it's equipped with torpedoes, which is quite an exception for an American cruiser, really. Only the Phoenix and the Omaha have torpedoes. None of the other American cruisers have any torpedoes. It has a fair number of guns, 10 guns in total. Some are mounted in turrets, some are mounted in sponsons or barbettes or whatever you want to call them in the sides of the ship. And well, let's see what he can do. It's a Tier 5 match. Preferential matchmaking for Stiggy. The thing, of course, with World of Warships replays is that they tend to, because they're longer, games can last up to 20 minutes in World of Warships rather than 15 minutes in World of Tanks. And because of that, the action tends to get delayed a bit, because the ships have to, get moving, and they don't accelerate quite as quickly as tanks do, because they're that much heavier, of course. He's sailing towards the eastern end of the map. It's domination, by the way. 3 capture points, A, B and C. Each team starts off with 300 points. 1,000 points is the limit. And you gain points when you hold capture points, and if you sink enemy ships. You also lose points if Allied ships get destroyed. Now then, there are enemy torpedo bombers behind, but they've already launched their torpedoes. They're not a threat to Stiggy. His anti-aircraft guns are going off. The anti-aircraft guns on the Omaha aren't really very good. I do know that at the Tier 6, which is the Cleveland, I do believe, that's when the anti-aircraft armament on American cruisers starts to get really good. He is just entering the C capture point now. He's sailing through the gap here. There's got to be an enemy ship, other than that battleship, around here somewhere. Because there was an enemy ship that just got into the cap circle before Stiggy did. There's an enemy spotter aircraft up above. And there he is. There's the enemy cruiser. It's the St. Louis, the Tier 3 American cruiser. He sets him on fire. He's launching his torpedoes. He sets him on fire again. Although Stiggy himself is now on fire. He's going to leave extinguishing the fire until the St. Louis is gone. Unfortunately, Stiggy's now run the ship aground. He's got to back off just when that enemy battleship comes around the corner, and his high explosive shells aren't doing any damage to him. Put some more torpedoes in the water. Keeps firing anyway. Still no damage. He's actually within secondary gun battery range of this battleship. It's a Miyogi class battleship. 1 torpedo hit. Some flooding damage. Managed to score some damage with the guns there. Finally set them on fire, knocking out some kind of gun batteries. Unfortunately, friendly ship behind Stiggie has just launched torpedoes, and as I've heard before, there is no such thing as a friendly torpedo. Allied launched torpedoes are just as dangerous as enemy launched ones, and he's just put all of his new torpedoes into that battleship and sunk his second victim. And he does have a bit of a while in chat to tell this friendly cruiser off. There's one important thing you must do when you've got torpedoes on your ship. Never launch your torpedoes when there's a friendly ship just in front of you. Stiggie only narrowly missed getting hit by those torpedoes. None of which hit the battleship, of course. Anyway, unfortunately, that was all that came over this side, which now means that Stiggie's got to make an enormous journey all the way over to the other side of the map just to join the battle again. However, he did assist in the capture of the C point, so along with the B point, which was also captured by some friendly ships, they are earning points a lot faster than the enemy is, and have also sunk more ships, so ahead on points generally as well. Ship doesn't look in pretty good condition, to be honest. Received a lot of hits from that battleship, from his primary and secondary guns. Lost about 10,000 health back there. He's still telling this other cruiser off. Do ignore him, he is a nice guy really, Stiggie. He's just having his moment in chat. As we all do, to be honest. Whether it be in World Tanks, whether it be in World Warships. He's been firing high explosive since the start of the game. I'm not sure that he switches to armor piercing at all in this game. To be honest, armor piercing isn't going to be much use against most of the targets anyway, so it seems pointless loading it in the first place. A couple of hits on that enemy cruiser, I think knocked out some kind of anti-aircraft armament. Set him on fire. What is it? It's a Hashidate, which is actually a tier 1 Japanese cruiser. It's a bit out of its world here, I think. More damage dealt. And he's gone. Enemy cruiser destroyed. It was actually the fire that took him out. Yeah, that tier 1 cruiser was in a division with another member of the enemy team, and that's why he ended up in a tier 5 battle. Enemy battleship there. It's just taken a torpedo hit from someone. Stiggie's knocking out gun batteries here, there and everywhere on him. Not managed to set him on fire yet. Just received about 4 torpedoes in the side from a friendly destroyer. From very low health. It's not going to take much more to sink this guy. He puts the torpedoes in the water, but I don't think the battleship is going to last long enough for the torpedoes to hit. Come on. No, someone else gets the kill. Well, he's still sunk, and now Stiggie's found himself another stationary St. Louis. And he's already starting to knock out guns. He's manoeuvring the ship. The thing with the Omaha is, and the Phoenix at Tier 4 in fact, and even the St. Louis, they have quite a lot of guns, but they can't all fire at the same target at the same time. So if you turn the ship around, you bring one side of the guns to bear on the enemy, and then you do the manoeuvre, and you've then got the guns on the other side of the ship loaded and ready to fire. And that enemy St. Louis was just taken out by torpedoes from, I think it was the same destroyer that put them into the enemy battleship just earlier on. He's had 96 hits so far in this game. He's set 6 ships on fire, or at least he's set ships on fire 6 times. There might have been the same ship multiple times in there. He's done 4 critical hits, 6 torpedo hits, caused flooding 5 times, he's sunk 3 ships, and he's assisted in a base capture. He's also got the First Blood and Devastating Strike Awards for killing that St. Louis right at the start. Doing well. Now he's sailing towards the A point in search of another enemy ship, and another enemy battleship has just been spotted. Causing critical damage, knocking out guns. There are enemy aircraft in the area, but they're only fighters, nothing to worry about. Yep. More armament knocked out. And there we go, set him on fire, finally. Now he's got to burn for a while. He might have just put the fire out. Although, no, can't launch his torpedoes, the island is in the way, so turn his attention to the enemy carrier that has just popped up. He wants to get his torpedoes in the water. I'm not sure who he wants to fire torpedoes at here. The torpedo aiming thing was actually aiming at the carrier, but it looks like those torpedoes are going to hit the battleship instead. Either way it's damage, so doesn't really matter. Yeah, all 4 of them hit the battleship, so a massive chunk of his health gone. Now on very low health. Caused flooding again, and also got the high caliber award after that. He sunk that battleship through the flooding. He set the aircraft carrier on fire. More hits. He's got the Confederate award now. He's put more torpedoes in the water. Nearly runs aground here. Not that it really matters, since it's only a carrier.
Enemy aircraft carrier destroyed.
And now he's sunk the aircraft carrier.
Victory is in sight.
And now there's no way really the enemy team are going to pull back from this. They are over 500 points down. And now, thanks to Stiggie, his team now control all 3 of the capture points, which means that the enemy team are not going to gain any points over time anymore. Stiggie is too far away to deal with that battleship that you can only just see, and in fact the enemy cruiser that's still left is being spotted, but is even out of render range for Stiggie. You can see shots going in at the background there into the friendly battleship. That's the cruiser. That's all the way over there. We can't see him. But this battle is going to end on gaining points. Nothing left in this battle for Stiggie to get hold of. Managed to get 130 hits in total. He set ships on fire 8 times, 4 critical hits, 10 torpedo hits in an American cruiser is quite good since they have limited range. And now, just pause it here since it will just exit if I leave it alone. He's caused flooding 6 times, sunk 5 enemy ships. He assisted in the capture of the C point and captured the A point all on his own from the enemy. He got 4 medals as well. He got the First Blood Award, he got Devastating Strike, High Caliber and Confederate. An absolutely wonderful game from Stiggie. Thank you for sharing this. And I'm open to any more World of Warships replays if you want to send them in. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and as always viewers, good luck on the battlefield, and I'll see you next time.